Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Iron Man Progress Series. Last time on the UIM Progress Series, we finished using up the herbs we got at Mastering Mixology, which earned us enough points for the prescription goggles and not much else. Although I did get way more experience than I expected, and am now pretty close to 82, which is a pretty big level because it'll let us build the ornate pool in our POH. After Mixology, I decided to take my newly obtained Trident and give Barrows a try. Stopping at 25 KC, but with a pretty astounding 3 items in the collection log. My goal for this episode is pretty simple. I'm going to keep doing Barrows and see if I can get some useful items that'll help me in the quest cape grind. We still have a few scary quests left, including Sins of the Father, Desert Treasure 2, and While Gothic Sleeps. Although last week we got a Carol's Top, which is going to help tremendously for that. I'm not sure how many Barrows chests I'm going to do this week. And to be honest, there's nothing we really need, although some tank legs would be pretty nice. Anyway, with all that said, let's get into it. We're starting off at 26 Barrows chests. And I didn't realize we were this close to a hit points level. There is 93 hit points. What am I looking at here? Is this some kind of like stall or something? That's pretty weird. I don't know, please let me know if you know what they're doing. 35 KC. Chest number 40. Oh, okay, 48 KC. We get our second elite clue. It's been a while. Okay, ordinarily I would do this step, but I really don't feel like death piling, killing KBD, and I just want to get back to Barrows, so we're going to drop this one again out of laziness. Absolutely miserable chest for number 50. Oh my god, we get another item. Okay, 51 KC, we get a Varrock's Flail, which is good because there's an achievement, there's a combat diary task tied behind that. And even better, there's a way to cheese that task with thralls, so looking forward to that. And it's a pretty cool weapon, shame it's not more useful. Okay, KQ tasks, Prayer Smasher. Kill the Calphite Queen using only the Varrock's Flail, which actually just requires it to be equipped, not actually even used. 60 KC, 70 KC, 80. Oh, okay, well, that was inevitable. 85 KC, our first duplicate, a Varrock's Helm. I don't think that's worth the trouble of dropping over, so I'm just gonna alch it. 60k alch, not bad. Okay, 90 KC, we get our first piece of the Guthin set. That is awesome. Guthin's War Spear. I can store a complete set, and I was kind of hoping it would be Guthin's, but I'm just going to store whatever I get. But Guthin's would be so nice for AFK Slayer. Okay, well the time has come to put away the prescription goggles. It's going to be a long time before I can take these back out. I have to admit it was pretty funny doing Barrows with these on, but I think I need the inventory space. Okay, I think I'm just going to do 10 more kills and wrap it up at 100 KC. What? Okay. Oh, well there's my tank legs. That's a double chest, and both of the items are new and from the same set. That is gotta be rare. Oh man, that is awesome. I don't think I've ever gotten a double chest where they're both from the same set before. Alright, well, we have tank legs. That is a good feeling. Oh man. And these are a pretty big improvement over our dragon plate legs, so we're just going to go ahead and alch those when we get the chance. Hard to top a double chest, unless... And 100 KC is where we're going to call it for now. I think we have a pretty respectable collection log for our KC. And I'm pretty sure we have enough armor to do the quest cape now, so I need to stop putting that off. And my cat decided to jump up on my desk, so sorry if you can hear the purring. But he's just a happy little goofball. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We got tank legs and a Carol's Top, which honestly, that would even let us do some God Wars if we want to. I think I'm going to come back to Barrows after the quest cape, maybe try to do a set number of runs per episode. But I think for now, the best thing to do would be sell off these runes and get to questing. Am I really hard up enough for GP to sell mind runes for 1 coin apiece? Not really, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I actually decided to keep the runes that I can use for burst tasks or for the Trident. So I'm taking a look at the new quests that just got added, and Death on the Isle seems pretty interesting. I'm gonna try to do it without a quest guide. I don't usually do stuff like that, but these new quests have been so well written that I can't help myself. Man, I look good. Look at that. I like this outfit. This dog is ridiculous, but I'm here for it. Okay, that was actually a pretty short quest. We do get 10,000 thieving XP, some agility, and crafting XP. And we are so close to 300 quest points. But that was not a bad quest. I pretty much enjoyed that. And the next Farlamore quest is Meet and Greet, which I've already done in my Iron Man, and it's a pretty funny one as well. And this should be Meet and Greet completed. Pretty fun little quest, and that puts us exactly at 300 quest points. And we now have a shop with a standard shop interface selling kebabs, which I think will heal you. Okay, so they kind of heal you randomly like the other kebabs. Our next quest on the list is A Taste of Hope, which shouldn't be a bad one, but there is one scary part in it. At some point you fight the Abomination in Mireditch, which is an instance boss fight, and it's, I think, the only one in the game where you actually lose your stuff if you die. Alright, like I mentioned, this is a pretty weird fight. I think it's the only one in the game where if you die, you actually do wipe, so I'm a little scared. The only way I really see myself dying is like a DC. It's really not a tough fight at all. And I'm just gonna hide in the corner and cast spells at it. This thing is super tanky. This might take a while. Oh yeah, and I don't have any super restores on me, so hopefully I don't regret that. And there we go, and that's the scariest part of the quest over with. I do still have to fight Rangis Drakon, but that's pretty easy. Alright, I'm all geared up for my fight with Rangis, and yeah, the Darox plate legs are such a huge improvement. I don't really need these for anything, hopefully they don't add like a master clue in the future, but yeah, there's their dragon plate legs out. Middle school me would have been so bummed. Alright, here is Rangis Drakon. Hopefully I have enough food in my inventory. I don't want a death pile for this, but I will if I have to. And I'm going to go ahead and drag his meleeers over to him so I can see the blood bombs. We're doing okay on food. I think we're going to make it. Why isn't he clickable? Alright, this should be the home stretch. He's a little tankier than I would like, but I am glad I went out of my way for the Barrows armor. Too easy. Alright, so I guess the next quest I'm going to take on is Sins of the Father. And as a reward for completing A Taste of Hope, we do get access to Draken's Medallion, which I just learned you can actually buy back if you drop it, so pretty good for me. It is pretty expensive, but it's worth it. And that is quest complete. Only one quest point for that. I feel like that's a long quest for that, but we do get the Draken's Medallion, which will be pretty useful for questing and other stuff. We also get a Tome of Experience, which obviously we're going to use on Herblore. I think all of these quests are going to get us to 82 Herblore to make the Ornate Pool, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think if I've done it right, Sins of the Father and maybe an Achievement Diary will push me over. And I'm pretty sure if I drop the medallion, I can buy it back from Purdue anywhere he is. which it'll be pretty expensive. Let's see. Awesome, it is there. 30k. Honestly, that's not that bad for how useful it is. There is no good way to get the Varison Haza without it. And after all that questing, I need something AFK to do, so I'm going back to apol agility. We are starting off at 424 laps. And since we're 20 levels above the requirement, we get like no marks. I swear that message baits me every time. That's 500 laps, and we can now transform into a maniacal monkey. Nice. Level 80 agility, we can now do the Relica course, which is honestly one of my favorites. I think it's a little more AFK for me than Ardougne, but I just started Ardougne, so I'm still learning where all the obstacles are. Oh yeah, this is a pretty big level that also unlocks the shortcut to Cerberus. So that's going to be pretty nice. I don't need to worry about summer pies for that. Well, that is going to do it for this episode. It's kind of nice to be finally working on the quest cape. I feel like I've been putting that off for so long now. I am pretty happy that I took advantage of mastering mixology when it came out, because we're pretty close to being able to get the ornate pool, which is not just going to be big for the quest cape, but it's going to be big for the account in general. I like permanent unlocks like that. Getting the Lumbridge Elite Diary and ditching the Drayman Staff is kind of going to be similar in that it's like a permanent upgrade, where even if I wipe or something, I still have that on my account. Once I go back to Barrows, I think I'm going to do a certain number per episode and just keep it to that. But I am really glad I went and did those 75 kills this episode. This number of uniques at 100 KC is kind of crazy actually. I had nothing at this point in my hardcore. But for now, I'm just going to keep doing agility until I'm ready to do quests again. And if I'm going to be doing agility, I might as well get some collection logging done. So we're going to be doing the monkey backpacks until we get 2,000 laps. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if there's anything you want to see in the future, please let me know down below in the comments. I do really love hearing from y'all, and I really am honored that y'all watch my videos. It means a lot. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.